In this video, I'm going to show you how you can kneel like this without pain. Welcome back, guys. My name is Dr. Mike, and I'm a physical therapist providing tips on how to build strength and longevity with your body. Today, we're going to be teaching you a step-by-step process on how you can kneel like this without significant pain. Now, maybe you are struggling with activities around your home, such as gardening, maybe playing with your kids, or maybe even getting down on your knees to clean things around your home. This video is going to teach you how you can begin to slowly put more pressure on the knee to eventually be able to take a knee without having significant pain. Now, whether you deal with a recent surgery like a knee replacement, maybe you've had an acute injury towards the knee where it became painful to get on your knee, this video is going to be helpful for you. Now, the reason why I've seen as a physical therapist many people struggle to get on their knees is specifically because of the tightness around the muscles. Now, I'm not just talking about the tightness around the knee muscles. It is also important to address the tightness around the hip muscles. When you are taking a knee, just like so, you are bringing your hip behind you, which is stretching out the muscles of the front of the hip, as well as you're putting a lot of stress and pressure on the front of the knee, which is going to stretch out a lot of the knee muscles, specifically like the quadriceps and the hip flexor muscles. So the steps that we're going to go over are going to help you gradually be able to stretch those tissues out and really help you be able to tolerate more weight on the knee. Now, a couple considerations before we get started with these strategies is that you have to consider if you are somebody that has had a recent surgery, you most likely have an incision over the top of the knee or maybe even over the sides of the knee. So you want to make sure that that incision is healed. So I usually will recommend to many of my patients anywhere between 12 to 16 weeks is a good start. You don't want to put pressure on your knee. If you just had surgery, it's going to be extremely painful. You can also risk the ability of you stretching out that incision, and we do not want that happening. Another thing we have to consider, like we mentioned just previously, is that we're not only going to be addressing the tissue around the knee, but we're also going to be addressing the tissue around the hip. And that's why this is going to be an effective way that you can begin to kneel on your knee without having a lot of pain. So let's go over the first step, and we're going to go over basically 4 steps today. And the first step is just getting you comfortable with putting pressure on the knee. What we're trying to do here is not only stretch the tissue around the knee and around the hip, but we're also trying to desensitize, allow your body to get comfortable with putting pressure on that kneecap. And normally when we don't have any pain and we have flexibility in the hip and the knee, this is something that we don't even think about because it comes natural. But when we've just had an injury, when we have a history of some surgery, we forget about addressing the tissue. We forget about how much pain that can be caused from just not really spending a lot of time in these positions. So the first step is going to be, you're going to spend about a week, because each of these steps are 1 week long. You're going to spend about a week. I'm going to be focusing on, let's just say my right knee is my painful side. So what you're going to do is you're going to have a couch at home. The reason why a couch at home is extremely helpful is it takes you off the ground. A lot of people don't even like getting on the ground, especially if they're dealing with pain. So this is a great way to introduce some sort of kneeling. So I can also use my hands for support, and I'm not worried about falling over. So I'm going to basically work on kneeling for up to 10 minutes each day for about a week. Now, when we say 10 minutes, we want to make sure that you are breaking up all of these in sets. Maybe that's 1 minute at a time. Maybe that's 2 minutes at a time. Maybe that's even 30 seconds at a time. Either way, the objective and the goal is to be able to tolerate 10 minutes a day on a couch, taking you away from the ground and sitting you up on the couch. Now, what you're focusing on is just kneeling on that knee, okay? What you're going to try to do is just hang out here for about 10 minutes. And like we talked about, breaking it in sets. Now, the key with all of these stretches is that in order to not just address the knee, we also are addressing the hip, and we can do that by stretching the hip out. So when you're basically sitting on the couch, like in this position, you could be watching TV, you could be reading a book here, any way that can distract your mind from this position, because it probably will be uncomfortable for you. You're gonna also focus on just getting comfortable with shifting your weight in many different directions. You might even go a little forward and back if you can tolerate that. Might even go sideways, because you're gonna feel those hip flexors really become tight over time. So this will allow them to slowly lengthen. You're gonna have some max benefits when you are spending greater than 20, 30 seconds in this position. And over time, this position from the couch will become easier and easier. Now, once we've spent 1 week on the couch from an elevated position, then we are gonna grab a larger couch cushion, okay? Then we're gonna put this on the ground here. Now we're going from a higher surface to now a lower surface. Now I do realize that everyone has different couch cushions at home, different couches. Basically, we don't wanna be straight on the ground. We wanna be elevated from the ground. And this is why the next position now is going to be kneeling with an elevated cushion, a bigger cushion there that is gonna still support the knee. Same position that you were just in. Now this is step 2, is now we've taken you closer to the ground. You might even still have to be supported with the couch or some recliner that you have close by you, but you're spending more time now. Your knee is not touching the ground, but you are above the ground, supported with this pillow. And the same thing, we're gonna work on some gentle weight shifts forward and back, and even side to side if you can tolerate it. And you're gonna feel when you have those gentle movements, the stretching of the hip and the stretching of the knee. In this position, we're once again holding 10 minutes. We're trying to accumulate 10 minutes in this position for about a week each day. 10 minutes we're focusing here. As this gets more comfortable and this becomes easier for you, we are gonna now focus on the next step, and that is getting an even smaller pillow towards the ground. So we'll go ahead and remove this, and now we'll get even something smaller, something thinner on the ground. Same exact position. So now realize we're taking your body from the highest surface and slowly, gradually over 1 week increments, bringing it down to a smaller surface, more closer to the ground. This also, think about, gives you more confidence when you're trying to spend more time on the ground doing various activities. If you go from never kneeling or haven't maybe kneeled in a long time and then you just go straight on your knees, not only is that going to be painful, but it's also going to be very fearful for some people who haven't been in this position for a long time. So when we're in week 3, we're working on the same thing, 10 minutes at a time, 10 minutes each day, accumulating time in this position. We're still in this position here where the foot is in front of you, the knee is down on the ground, and we are supported, working on those weight shifts forward and back, working on those weight shifts side to side. After week 3, we're gonna move on to the last step and the last position, which is how we've made it this far, is now getting rid of that. Now we're not on a hard surface. I'd highly recommend you don't do this on a hardwood floor or tile. That is going to be extremely uncomfortable. You're going to be on some sort of thin carpet. You're going to be on some sort of thin rug, whatever you have at home. I'm just on carpet here, but now I am completely replicating that position that we are in when we are kneeling on the ground. Now my knee is straight down, and also notice, I'll show you from this side here, is the objective and the goal is to get the knee just under the hip, okay? Some of you might be practicing and you'll have that knee in front, and that's gonna basically put those quadricep muscles on slack. Let's really challenge ourselves and let's make sure that we bring our hip behind us. We call this hip extension when my leg goes behind me. Let's ensure that we can get the knee neutral with the hip, and that's where you're gonna receive the max benefits with this stretch. Same position here. We're gonna spend about 10 minutes. And after each of these steps, you're gonna realize how much easier it is to get on your knees without having significant pain. And maybe you're not just doing one knee, maybe you're also practicing the other knee so that you have the option of switching sides when you're performing whatever activities you want to do. The key is not being limited by any factors like pain, stiffness, or any weakness like that. So those are my favorite steps that I typically will use with my clients when I am transitioning them from not getting on their knees to being able to kneel like this in this position without pain. Now, if you found value in this video, please do me a favor and give this video a like and a thumbs up, and subscribe below if you want to see more videos like this on how to take care of your body and become independent with many different activities. Thanks for watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.